So hello guys, I'm making a video after few days. Uh, Barcelona is out of the Champions League, knocked out by Inter Milan in the semi-final. Okay, I haven't slept last night, not last night, the previous night. That night Barca lost. Okay, mm. And yesterday PSG defeated Arsenal, and they are into the finals. So the finals is between Inter and PSG. So now let's talk about the Barca versus Inter match. Okay, the second leg. Barcelona didn't start the match well. Inter goes for 2 goals lead. Okay, but then a comeback occurred. Barcelona scored 3 goals and were leading 3-2, and we were almost winning the game. But in the dying minutes of the uh, official time of the match, when 2 minutes after 2 minutes for 10 seconds remaining, Acerbi scored the goal and it scored 3-3. But still we were in the game. In the added time, Frattesi scored the goal. Okay, so still we believed that it can be go to penalties or Barca can win. Okay, we believed, but again that thing in the semi-final like in 2019, green jersey 4-3 score. Okay, that was on aggregate, but same score on the second leg of 4-3. Okay, and nothing to say about it because we cannot criticize anything. I will talk a little bit of something. Okay, like let's start talking about the good things of the match, like sensational Lamine Yamal. Okay, great Pedri. Okay, and Eric Garcia came out of Silvas for Inter Milan. Okay, he was playing very well. Scored 1 goal and on the verge of scoring the second, just failed to score that. And every time I thinking about the match, I thinking that if Eric would have scored, if that goal of Yamal didn't hit the post, if Namal scored the goal, if Lewandowski put either two of the headers, he got the chance. If Araujo in the dying minutes of the game just scored that goal from the cross given to him. Okay, every time I'm thinking about the match, and that is it. And talking about the defense, let's first about the Kubarsi. Eric Garcia played well. The minutes he played well. Okay, and another thing is, yeah, obviously he's not like with the absence of Balde and Kunde was immense. Okay, he was not like Kunde, but he played well. Okay, we cannot replace Kunde. Okay, same for Balde. Gerard Martin also played brilliantly in the second half. Okay, first half he was not playing really well, but in the second half he played superb. Okay, and when we lost the match, he was completely in tears, emotionally broken. Okay, and then Kubarsi, yes, Kubarsi. Talking about Kubarsi was a brilliant defense performance by him. But the controversial thing is that tackle of Lautaro Martinez by Kubarsi. Okay, someone say it's a clean tackle, some say it's a clear-cut penalty. And that penalty given to Inter, they get a 2-0 lead in the first half. Salanolu scored the goal, and some say it's a penalty, some say it's not. But Wagner, the former Arsenal coach, said that it was a clean tackle. The slow motion just ruined it for Barcelona, and this is not a proper refereeing. He said it. Okay, these penalties, he just hate these penalties. He said that these are not a penalty. It was a clean tackle by Kubarsi. He said in slow motion the thing changed. Okay, I don't know. Okay, I will not say anything that it was a penalty or not, but I agree with the statement of Wagner. Okay, what he said, it's a good thing, because at some point we were even believing that it's a clean tackle, but when the video was shown different slow motion, it was seen that the ball was touched first by Lautaro, but when you see it for the first time, it was that Kubarsi first touched the ball. Okay, So it's one of the controversial thing. And then coming to Inigo Martinez, the substitution of Inigo Martinez is one of the crucial points of the game. Okay, Inigo Martinez was playing superb. Okay, but I don't know why he got substituted. Even if you have to took Aho, place him in the fullbacks. Okay, or place Inigo in the fullbacks. Okay, the substitution of Inigo was unbelievable. I'm not criticizing Hansi Flick, but situation was like that. You have to substitute, but Inigo Martinez substitute was not believable. And on another, Gerard Martinez, speak about him. He played really well in the second half. He was in full of tears after the end of the game. Now coming to the midfield, obviously Pedri, De Jong, sensational. Okay, and Dani Olmo played well, but not in the first half. First half he was not that great, but in the second half he played well. Okay, and coming to the forwards, I'm sorry, Ferran Torres, you didn't play well. We expected a lot from you, but you didn't give that performance in that match where we believe that you will give it. No doubt you had a very good season, but in this particular match you were nowhere. Okay, Ferran, you were nowhere. You are a good player, it's a good team, but if the striker doesn't contribute much, the team lacks. A team lacks at some point. Ferran Torres, he could have been a little bit good in that match. Particularly, he's a good player. He can handle pressures, but in that match, I don't know what happened. And obviously, nothing to say about Lamine and Rafinha. They both were great. Okay, Lamine scored. Lamine didn't score, but he was about to score 2-3 goals. Every time he scored, something happened. Saved by Somar, and then hit the post. These were happening, and Rafinha scored the goal, the comeback goal. I thought the game was over at that time. When 3-2 happened, Rafinha scored, but it didn't happen. Okay, they played well. And then same thing happened for Lewandowski also. Okay, he was given two good chance of putting the header into the goal, but no, he didn't make it. Obviously, he was not fit. I think he was playing for his love for the club, love for Hansi Flick. Okay, he was not totally fit, I think so. Okay, he was not totally fit. Okay, so that happens in the game, but Ferran Torres, you have good. If you had played good, the scenario would have been different. Okay, let's not talk about it because he played a very good season. So now the point is, the whole team, the whole squad played a brilliant UCL season, a dominating UCL season. We started with a loss to Monaco 2-1. Okay, but after that we never saw the back. Okay, never. We didn't see the back. Didn't have to turn back. Okay, the way we had seasons, the way we defeated Bayern Munich, the way we defeated Dortmund, the Benfica. Okay, Dortmund 2 times, Benfica 2 times. Okay, Bayern Munich 4-1. Okay, so this was a superb season for Barcelona in UCL. And another thing is that next season it is going to be critical for all the teams. Okay, this time Inter defeated us. Inter really played well. Okay, the thing is, everyone is saying Hansi Flick, Wagner. Okay, the players of Barcelona. Okay, the thing is the referee. Hansi Flick said that the 50-50 challenges, every decision gone to Inter's favor. Okay, every decision gone to Inter's favor, the 50-50 things. Okay, that was not a good thing. And another thing is that Gerard Martin was fouled just before the goal of Acerbi. Okay, He was fouled, and that was a clear foul. The referee didn't give it. Okay, you didn't give the penalty to us. Okay, that Lamine Yamal was fouled. Okay, you didn't give the penalty. You gave the penalty to Inter. Okay, we accept all these things. But if you have gave that foul of Gerard Martin, the match would have been for Barcelona. Okay, Mr. Referee, I cannot say anything more because everyone knows what happened. Okay, that foul was the turning point. Okay, the game was 3-2 for Barca. Gerard Martin fouled beside the box, and then they entered the box and Acerbi scored. Okay, Gerard Martin fell down and then they entered the box and scored. Acerbi scored. Okay, if that foul was given, if that free kick was given, then we have that we would have hold that match for the 2 minutes remaining. Okay, so that was one of the biggest turning points of the game. Okay, even of referees, poor refereeing, Barcelona till the 90 minutes played a sensational game. But if that foul was given, Barcelona would have been playing Barcelona would have been playing the final with PSG on 1st June. Okay. So the moral, the last thing is that the full team, the coach, the management, everyone is sensational in this season. Okay, we won 2 trophies so far: the Copa del Rey, the Super Copa. We failed in the UCL semi-final. Okay, next year will be there. I hope UCL will be there in the next year. And La Liga is still race is on. Barcelona is leading the table. The El Clasico will decide who is going to win it. Okay, on the 11th May. And the Real Madrid fans are so much happy. I don't know why they are happy, because their team just got eliminated 5-1 on aggregate. The Arsenal gave tribute to their 15 UCLs 1-5. Okay, 5-1 on aggregate they lost. Okay, and they are celebrating Barca's defeat of 7-6. That's totally foolish, rubbish thing. Okay, they're celebrating Barca's 7-6 loss against one of the best defense of the world currently, Inter Milan. Okay, I don't know how they celebrate it. Okay, I don't even know. And another thing is that they are 3 times defeated by Barca this season. If you include the friendly match, 4 times defeated by Barca this season, and another one is coming up on 11th May. Okay, so I don't know, and they haven't won a single trophy this season. So how they are celebrating, why they are celebrating, I don't know. Okay, no, even Inter fans that didn't celebrate like that. Okay, the way Real Madrid fans are celebrating, even Inter fans didn't celebrate like that. You can say that Barca celebrated Real Madrid's loss of 5-1. Okay, because that is a humiliating defeat, and that troll was only for that what you said, that we will come back in Bernabeu, we will did this, we will do that in Bernabeu 90 minutes longer. What happened? You even get defeated in the Bernabeu 2-1 on aggregate 5-1. Okay, so the trolling was for that you get humiliated because you said something and did something else. Okay, but Barca fight till the last second. Okay, a 7-6 match in a semi-final. That's thing how sensational the match is, how great the match is. Okay, how both the teams are playing head to head. Okay, when going to San Siro, we know that Inter haven't lost in San Siro in UCL knockout. Okay, so that is something good, average, positive for Inter, but we still played like we were winning at some point. Okay, 3-2 we were leading, and just 2 minutes remaining, then Inter scored the goal, and he was celebrating that. Okay, we are obviously heartbroken, because a season like this should have ended with the European trophy. Okay, but it didn't went like that. but we are proud of this team because before the start of the season, the thing, guys, before the start of the season, they signed Mbappe. Just look at the forward: Vini, Mbappe, Rodrigo, okay, Bellingham, Fede Valverde, okay, Rudiger, Chouameni, Lucas Vazquez, Militao, okay, Camavinga, Dani Carvajal. These were their players. Thibaut Courtois, and look at our players. Okay, Rafinha, a average player before this season. Lewandowski, okay, a goal scorer. Lamine Yamal, still young, okay. Pedri, okay. Gavi, injured, okay. Marc Casado, new to the team, okay. Bernal, new to the team. Julius Koundé, okay. Balde was still injured, but he came. We just released Joe Felix and the loan of Joe Felix, and Joe Cancelo was just over, who was playing sensational at the last season. So 2 players gone. Ter Stegen got injured. Araujo was injured. Inigo Martinez and an inexperienced Kubarsi. So Barca started like this in this season. Xavi sacked. New coach to the team, Hansi Flick. We started the season like that. Okay. Iniesta Peña was our main goalkeeper. Then after some time we signed Szczesny. Okay. Iniesta Peña was our main goalkeeper. So Barca started like that in this season. And I have told that how Madrid started. So at the start of the season, anyone who would have thought that Barca will go like this till the semi-final and not even getting defeated one-sided. It was a 7-6 win for Inter, 7-6 loss for Barca. Okay, so this is how we ended our UCL season. I started with a loss against Monaco 2-1. This is the thing. Okay, no one in the world would have think that Barca will go that far. Okay, we were in the verge of qualifying to the finals, and if we would have qualified for the finals, the trophy would have been ours. Okay, no one could have stopped us in the finals, but that last 2 minutes goal of Acerbi just made, and then in the extra time Fatresi just stopped us. And that is the point, that how Barca played and how you played with your best players and how Barca played with their La Masia players. Okay, so that is the team built by Xavi and how it is superbly executed by Hansi Flick. Okay, so this is Barcelona. So before talking that Barcelona lost in the semi-final, just look at your own house at first. Okay, that what you have done this season. Okay, your biggest achievement this season is Barcelona's defeat. Okay, in the semi-final of UCL against Inter Milan, obviously. Okay, so just look at it your own house and then talk. And obviously 11th May is coming. Let's see. Okay, let's see, guys. Let's see. Balde will be back, I think so. Balde, Lewandowski will be back fit to the team. Koundé is not sure because Koundé has a long injury of 1 month, I guess, and it haven't completed 1 month, I think. But the whole team will be almost similar. And I don't know Szczesny or Ter Stegen. I thought that Szczesny will start. Okay, Szczesny will start because it's a big game. It's a title decider game. Barcelona have already won 2 titles and they will look for a domestic treble. Okay, La Liga is that trophy, and if we defeat Madrid, we will be 7 points clear at the top of the table. Okay, so this is the thing. We are proud of Barcelona. Every time we lost, we just were so much unhappy, so much this time also unhappy, but that unhappy is different. We were thinking that what would happen to this team, but this time we are not like that. We are not thinking what would that happen to this team. We all know that what is going to happen in the next season, what is going to happen in the next few matches remaining in La Liga. Okay, this is Hansi Flick's Barcelona. This is new Barcelona. Okay, and the team built by Xavi is a next 10-12 years perfect team. Okay, so this is a superb team, not that losing side with some not that good player, not that good player. So okay, we have seen that phase, so we are not this time that unhappy. Okay, they dominated season 8 was. We have the respect of the whole Europe. Xavi say, Hansi Flick said. Okay, we have the respect of the Europe, and Barcelona just make a terror in the mind of the European teams. Okay, whether it's Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, Dortmund, Benfica, and all the La Liga teams as well as in the Champions League. Okay, so it is a terrifying UCL season for Barcelona, and that ended with a heartbreak. But this heartbreak will converted into a heart full of joy next season UCL. Okay, we all know that, because this team is a different team, and a sensational Lamine Yamal we have seen this season, and we will see a more sensational Lamine Yamal next season. Okay, so now the thing is about Ballon d'Or. Okay, if Barcelona would have won the UCL, it would have been mostly 99.9% confirmed that someone from Barca is winning the Ballon d'Or. Either it can be Rafinha, Pedri, or Yamal. Okay, but now it's a controversial thing that who is going to win it, because PSG into the finals, and if PSG won, Dembele will be the top priority, I think so. Okay, and with Barcelona's exit, another thing is open still is Salah's Ballon d'Or hopes, because they won the Premier League. Obviously they are out of the UCL, but hopes are still on for Salah. Okay, but I think Rafinha should get this season's Ballon d'Or, because how he played, no one is even close to Rafinha's playing in the whole Europe. Okay, and Yamal is a young player, so I don't think that Yamal will be given the Ballon d'Or, but he can be given the Ballon d'Or because he is such a new talent, and just won the Copa Trophy last season. Okay, last Ballon d'Or ceremony. But I think Yamal will not given the Ballon d'Or. But if he is given, all the fans will be happy so much. Okay, because of his age, I don't think that Yamal will be given a Ballon d'Or, and he has a pretty good season. But Rafinha has a more good season, I think. Okay, so my prediction for the Ballon d'Or is Rafinha is winning it. Okay, Rafinha is winning it, and within few seasons Pedri will get a Ballon d'Or obviously, and Yamal will rule like Messi. Okay, Yamal will rule like Messi. Okay, so we are happy, we are not sad. We are a little bit unhappy because of the luck factor. Okay, that was the luck which stopped us. Okay, not a bad performance, it's a luck which stopped us. A one goal, that extra time goal, that Acerbi goal, that was totally a luck factor for Inter, and also the fair decision goes in favor of them, some 50-50 decisions. So that's all. Okay, nothing much to say. Okay, so UCL season for Barca ended not beautifully, but a superb season ended. Okay, that's a sensational season. And now just end the video. It's already 25 minutes going on, guys, and the final is on 1st June, right? Indian date 1st June at midnight, and maybe on European it's 30th April. Sorry, May, 31st May, 9 PM I guess. So this is we will talk about the UCL final later, before the final. And another thing is Women's Champions League final coming up, Barcelona versus Arsenal. Let's see, if Barcelona men's team would have go to the final, that it could have been a triple Champions League for Barcelona. Youth team have already won, women's are on the verge of winning it, one game left. how they played in the semi-final against Chelsea. Oh my God, the women's team is superb. Okay, and we are the women's team is on the verge of winning another women's Champions League. And if Barcelona qualify, it would have been a triple Champions League for Barca this season. Okay, and that's not a matter. The next season it can happen again. Okay, and the big game is coming up is tonight. Okay, Manchester United versus Bilbao. Okay, the Europa League semi-final and also the Conference League semi-finals are coming up. Chelsea versus the team I forgot the name. Okay, okay, and I think who is going to win in the Europa League? If you ask me, I don't know. Seriously, I don't know who is going to win the Europa League, because how United is performing in Premier League is totally different. United in Europa League. Okay, and obviously Tottenham is on another semi-final of Europa League, so it can be a United versus Tottenham final. Okay, and it can be a Chelsea versus Betis final in the Conference League. Okay, so both will be a sensational game. And another news is it's too late, but I watched that game. I have given that news or not, I don't know. The AFC Champions League Elite Finals that won by defeating Kawasaki, the Riyad Mahrez club. Okay, Al Ahli Saudi. They won the AFC Champions League for the first time, and that was a great game. I watched the match. Okay, so that's all for today. Video I should have been the video. It's 27 minutes going on. So let's end the video. Subscribe my channel, like it, and Visca Barca, Visca Catalunya.